Move! Mary! Oh no!
Is that Countess? Of course. She's still alive. Oh, thank God.
Mary!
What happened?
I should have shot for God's sakes.
I need my medical bag. I'll get it. Appointment 12, quickly.
Michelle, please search the train.
I'll go with her.
Me too. Wait, do any of you have a gun?
It is working in the box.
Take it with you. This is not a game.
Yes.
Quickly. You sit up there. I think so. Ah! This is blood. I don't like blood.
Oh, nobody likes blood. Here's the kid.
Is it only your arm?
Yes.
You're really not hurt us, right?
No.
Do not be alarmed. I'm merely going to blow up the slip of your blouse so that they cut you. This might hurt a bit. It is, what you say in English?
Eel.
Iodine.
Be careful, would you?
It's all right, James. You're remarkably fortunate, Mrs. Debenham, to which is left in would have been fatal.
Oh, thank God for small blessings. Countess, may I ask Miss Debenham a question?
Are you Debenham?
I think so.
It's very simple. Mademoiselle, who shot you?
I don't know. I only got a glimpse of him. He was.
What?
Oh, it makes no sense. He was kind of beautiful, but I may have imagined it.
Can you tell us what happened?
I'll try. I woke up feeling disoriented as if I'd been drugged or something. I had this splitting headache, and so I looked in my suitcase for some aspirin, but I didn't have any, so that I stumbled out of my room and I saw Miss Hubbard's door was ajar, and I called out for her, but she wasn't there, and then I called out for her, and she wasn't there, so then I know I shouldn't have, but I went to her room. Sorry.
Go on.
I had a splitting open at this point, and I wasn't thinking straight, so I looked for some aspirin in Miss Hubbard's makeup bag, and there was a knife, and it was covered with blood. A knife in my bag? Yes.
Where is it?
I left it where it was. I felt so frightened.
Holy cow, I'll go get it!
Stop! You will not go get it. I will retrieve it when I'm ready. Now, Miss Debenham, continue.
Let me just say, Mrs. Broom, there was a man in our room last night.
Mrs. Hubbard!
Not too much. Well, I'm sorry, and I beg your please pardon.
Miss Debenham, continue.
I felt so frightened, and I must have backed into Mr. Ratchet's room, and then I turned and I saw the body on the bed, all the wounds and all the blood, and I screamed, and then I turned and I saw a man with a gun, and that's all I remember. He must have been hiding in the room behind the door. So you're saying, if I had came in here first, bam! No more substitutes in the shower? Medical loss, that would have been.
Mrs. Hubbard, can you tell me where you keep your makeup bag?
Gladly. It should be right on that vacuum table I got in there. These compartments are bigger. I wouldn't have to put my makeup bag on my end table like some school kid in a cabaret. Oh, I hate this place. I just want to go. Oh, no! I cannot laugh.
I will be examining it for fingerprints. In the meantime, when I've done it here, I will be in the dining car, and I would like to see Miss Debenham.
Excuse me.
If she is able. And then Mrs. Hubbard, and then the princess and Miss Olsen again.
Me again?
Countess, do you be so kind as to escort Miss Debenham back to her room, please?
Of course. Are you still on your bed?
I'm much better. Thank you.
You know, Poirot, Miss Debenham has been through a lot today. So I suggest you don't put her through anything stressful.
I will bear that in mind.
I should really hurry this up. You know, I am not afraid of death, but I would rather you speed up the process. I tend to sue this company on the grounds of sheer anxiety.
Again, madame, you're not the only one who's anxious at the moment.
have an emergency. We cannot reach the lake. We've got 20 miles to the nearest town. We need assistance. The Glen, come in. The Glen. The Glen.
There is no one, I'm telling you. There is a single person on this train who should not be here.
You are positive?
Entirely. It's gone too far. Our lives are in danger.
Magic.
Incredible. I told Michelle to go on search for anyone. Somewhere.
Do not expect so.
Where did he go? This man is dressed like a great
I have no idea. And that is the problem. Every time I find a piece of the puzzle, there is a suspect who has an alibi. Colonel Orient. He could have a grudge against Cassini from a business deal. But then, when Sherman gives him an alibi from 12 to 2, they're chatting on the observation deck. So I keep looking. I say, what about Miss Olsen? She's strange. There's something not quite right about her. But she swears that she and Miss Debenham are up all night chattering in the room that they're sharing. And so it goes with Mrs. Hubbard and the princess, and now Miss Debenham is shot, and I'm out of suspects.
Poirot, from Miss Debenham as you requested. Now what do you want with her?
I really wish to ask her some questions. Colonel, you may go.
Excuse me.
You're not needed for this.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm staying.
Well, I'm sorry as well, because you're not.
Listen to me, little Frenchman.
You
I
saw
swear.
him.
I don't care if he's the man in the moon. I'm not leaving her.
Please, it's all right. I'm sure it won't take long.
She's correct. I need a mere 10 minutes.
Well, I don't like it. You understand? And you can stick that in your meerschaum pipe and smoke it.
That is Sherlock Holmes.
You can go to hell.
Miss Debenham, please, have a seat. There is much pain.
Well, it's rather slow. That's all.
You are very brave. Let us all be thankful it's not worse.
Thank God.
Now, Miss Debenham, at the hotel yesterday in Istanbul, I overheard you speaking with the Colonel, and you said you were terrified to have missed the train. Can you tell me why it was so important to you?
It wasn't that at all. I didn't want to be late.
But you said you wanted to get it over, get it all behind you. You seemed quite agitated.
I'm afraid you're reading into it. I'm quite punctual. That's all.
Pardon. It is my profession. Sometimes I'm too imaginative. Now, you and the Colonel are very close, I take it?
Well, we only met a few days ago, and I suppose we've had a hint at all.
I see. And as for the dead man, I assume you know it was Bruno Cassini.
I heard.
And what do you know of the kidnapping?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've never been to distance.
What is it that brought you to Istanbul?
I lived with a family for about a year, and my governess.
I see. And may I ask your whereabouts last night between midnight and 2 o'clock?
I was in my room with Miss Wilson. We chatted until quite late. You see, she talks quite a bit when she's anxious, and I may have dozed off for a few minutes.
I see.
May I go?
You may. Oh, wait. No. There's one last thing I apologize. Would you be so kind as to write your signature on this paper, please?
All right. It's a good thing I'm left-handed. I'd have quite a bit of trouble signing with my right hand at the moment.
Merci.
Now, please get some rest, and on behalf of the company, I'll have some champagne sent straight to your room. Thank you so much. And if there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh my God! Can you imagine if she died? Thank goodness she's a lovely young woman.
She's more than just lovely, madame. She's a complete liar.
Miss Debenham?
She claims that she and the Colonel are not well acquainted, yet they are clearly intimate. To him, she says she wants to put something behind her, and now she pretends that his words mean nothing.
She was shot.
In the arm.
It could have killed her.
Madame, you know, I'm starting to wonder.
About what? Oh la la! You do not suspect her of consenting murder, do you?
It is not impossible.
But it is impossible. She's cool, methodical. She will not kill a man, she'll sue me. She won't sue me, will she?
No, my friend, you're wrong if you think that this crime is sudden and passionate. This is a long-headed crime on me. I would stake my career on it. Look at this.
The slit of her blouse. So what?
There was a powder burn at the entry point.
Which means,
And the gun was very close to the sleeve when it went off.
so what the man was 2 feet away.
Pardon me. Madame, I finished the research.
And?
And nothing. But there's no sign of an intruder anywhere. If you'd like, I'll show you.
No, that is quite all right, Monsieur. Merci. But, would you be so kind as to remove your tunic for us? Please? Merci. I see that none of the buttons are missing. And moreover, the thread for each button is so old, so nothing was shown on recently.
That is correct, but may I ask?
Mrs. Hubbard found this button in her room this morning.
It is not mine, monsieur.
So I see, but it matches yours exactly.
Yes, it does.
Monsieur, are there any other attendants on the train at the moment?
That is one in second class. Ticket taker I have known for years.
And is he large or small?
He is quite large. The last one to see.
No, that is quite all right. And what other passengers besides the one in this carriage are on the train?
That is hardly anyone. It is the officer. That is mother and child of the Bukale carriage, and that is all.
And could there be a second conductor on the train wearing a uniform like yours?
Oh, no, monsieur. There is no such thing. I have done this for many years of service. However,
Oui.
well, frankly, I'm not sure I trust her word. Miss Olsen says that last night she saw what she calls the second conductor on the train.
Miss Olsen?
Wait, she told me this morning.
She did not tell us this morning.
She said he was wearing a uniform like mine, and when she spoke to him, he did not respond. In fact,
What? Tell me quickly!
the princess tells me that she also saw this man last night.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la!
What is
It
it?
is just the kind of clue that I've been waiting for. Michelle, come with me. I will need your help quickly. Madame Hoop, you stay right here. I will be right back.
But where were you going?
You will see in a moment.
Hi, Michelle.
Pardon us, madame, but I will be right back.
I thought you wanted a question.
I do, just stay where you are.
Ooh! That was exciting. Let's see if we need more. Excitement right here. Now listen, here. I want my passport back. Can you imagine if there's another shooting and we had to make a run for it? Can you imagine me running through Yugoslavia without a passport? They'd shoot me on sight and ask questions like, "Who are you?" "Well, I'm Miss Helen Harder from the Minneapolis Bank." No more Ben John. You've been extremely patient with me. Believe me, I'm very grateful. If there's anything I can ever do to thank you, I'm at your service. You know, you remind me of my husband. And why is that? Oh, because they're liars too. No, please put it back. It is my suitcase and you may not take it. But you must have a reason.
I have an excellent
Please
reason.
stop.
Miss Olsen, please, you must permit me to take a look at your suitcase.
Oh,
But there are a bunch of things. It has my undergarments.
Monsieur Thoreau.
Oh, Miss Olsen, we will look into nothing that will embarrass you. You have my promise. Wait, I have an idea. Countess, would you be so kind as to assist me?
Of course.
Miss Olsen, Michelle tells me that you saw a second conductor on the train last night. Is that correct?
Yes.
What did he look like?
He was small, like a woman. That was good. I usually saw him as well.
Well, it seems that virtually everyone on this train has seen this second conductor, except for myself and Madame Luke. So the question now is, where did he go? If he were still in uniform, we'd be able to spot him quickly. Therefore, at least one conclusion is is that he has hidden this uniform and done so in the luggage of one of the passengers.
But there are other suitcases. Check the other ones first.
Countess, would you be so kind as to raise the lid and you tell us what you see inside?
Of course. Fine. My goodness, really. And oh, that is my Bible. It is a uniform. But I have never seen this before. I would not do such a thing. I am not a murderer.
Now, mademoiselle, I'm not accusing you of anything. You did nothing
I
wrong.
did nothing wrong.
Madam, does the jacket have all of the buttons in place?
1, 2, 3. No, there's one missing. There you go. Are we surprised by this? Look. There's a passage in one of the other doors.
And that would explain how we got in our room last night.
Now, mademoiselle, you did nothing wrong. Just tell me, when was the last time you looked in your luggage?
Yesterday after we boarded.
So, someone could have hidden it this morning after you left the room.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen it before.
Monsieur Poirot, I must insist yourself bullying for Miss Olsen in this manner. She's simply not up to it like the rest of us.
You are right, princess. Forgive me.
I'm always right.
Now, would you be so kind as to escort Miss Olsen back to her room and take Mrs. Hubbard with you? I would like to speak with the Countess alone for a minute, if you don't mind.
Of course, we mind. Every time something gets juicy, you throw it out again. Would you please stop gossip mongering? Me? You have your mouth open so much, I can count her to. Oh, don't worry. All 5 are still there. Let you learn, you know how to come. You're such a flat face. Not very easy on the others. If I'm a flat tire, then you're a communist. I am not a communist. I am the next husband.
Well, I'm ready to get rid of you!
Yeah, okay, flat tire. It was the one with all the divorces. Have you even looked in the mirror? Oh, wait. Every time you look in a mirror, it breaks! Oh, that's Michael, you that's right! They're all a little worked up at the moment. Please, come and see. I'll take it.
Up,
You too.
up, with the back.
What? What? It's very full. Thank you very much. Too sober for this.
You seem troubled.
Getting more and more concerned.
That another crime?
No. Then I will solve this one. Countess, what is your maiden name?
Golden. As you send me password.
Oui, but now you use Andreni.
That is my husband's name.
Of course. The Countess Andreni, and I believe that your first name is Elena?
That is correct. Am I a suspect?
I merely ask questions. That is my job.
I thought that we were friends.
It is my greatest wish, Madame, but please, indulge me. This morning, when I was examining your passport, I noticed a grease spot on the signature page, and it obscures the first letter of your name. At least I believe so. Your name, Elena. It could hide another letter, such as H. Now, if you add an H to your name, it becomes Helena, which is a name used by Shakespeare in the Midsummer Night's Dream.
That is correct.
The kind of name that an actress might choose for her daughter.
I suppose.
An actress such as Linda Arden, the grandmother of Daisy Armstrong.
If you say so.
And the name Linda Arden is itself a stage name, surely. The word Arden was the maiden name of Shakespeare's mother, and also the name of the forest in his play entitled
As you like.
You know your Shakespeare well for a Hungarian.
I've studied Shakespeare since I was a little child.
Yes, I know. I believe that your mother, Linda Arden, taught it to you. And that would make you the aunt of little Daisy Armstrong. The American aunt who went to graduate school, got a degree in medicine, and then moved to Europe and got married.
I don't know who this woman is. Imagine she's still suffering from the loss of her niece and her sister.
My dear, there's no use in denying it. When the train gets underway again and we reach the next station, a simple telegram will give me a photograph of Daisy's aunt, and it will all be over.
But I didn't kill her!
Elena, please.
I should have. I didn't know who it was until you discovered it. You did as if you knew who I was. If you knew that I was Daisy's aunt, you'd think that I killed him. Because he was a blackmailer, and a swine, and the murderer of a darling, sweet, innocent child who deserved to live.
Madame, please.
It's the truth, I swear to God! I'll tell you this. I knew who he was. That he was Bruno Cassetti. The man who stole the two people I love most in this world. I would have taken that dagger and stabbed him through his chest myself. And believe me, no other wounds would have been necessary.
Hello, Nicolette. Nicolette, come in. We have...
Please. Thanks. Hello, Zagreb. Can you hear me, Zagreb? This is Constance Book of the Orient Express.
Yes, madam, we read you. Loud and clear.
We are stuck in a snowdrift in the Polinsky Pass. Where are you?
You seem to have reached a delay, madam, but we should be with you presently. How are your conditions?
We're losing heat and light. Provisions are low. The passengers are angry. And there's a dead man rotting in compartment 2. How are things with you?
What's going on here? Did they meet in here?
You are doing the same thing. I find this ridiculous. Where's the little Frenchman hide? Leave. Release again?
He sent me a note to meet him here. I was here as well.
It's obviously up to something. That little weasel.
Pardon. I've kept you all waiting and I apologize. I had to get, how do you say, my ducks in a row.
Ducks? What ducks? It's blushing. Oh my goodness, you drive me mad!
Please, everyone, calm yourselves. I have an announcement to make. Ladies and gentlemen, I've called you all here in order to reveal to you the killer of Monsieur Samuel Ratchet, also known as Bruno Cassetti.
No way. Really?
I believe that I do. But first, I must interrogate the last of your fellow passengers who has not yet answered a single one of my questions. Colonel Arbuthnot.
Me?
Jay.
Do you have a problem answering my questions, monsieur?
No, I do not.
Excellent. Now, in the course of your service to your country, did you know an officer named Charles Armstrong?
No.
Have you heard of him?
Yes, we served in the same fleet of action. I never met him.
And have you ever heard of the Armstrong case?
Yes. Some brute who killed a little girl for some money.
Are you aware that Colonel Armstrong was Daisy's father?
I had no idea.
Or that he took his own life after the tragedy?
God. I'm sorry to hear it.
Colonel, at the hotel yesterday in Istanbul, I overheard you speaking with Miss Debenham, and you said you were terrified to Mr. Train. Can you explain to me?
I can't. I have no idea.
Are you aware that you're obstructing justice?
Well, no such thing.
And you, Miss Debenham, can you please explain what you meant?
I told you already. I wanted to keep the trip behind
I
her.
think you're lying. Listen here. Sit down, Colonel. Now tell me what you meant at the hotel. You wanted to get what behind you? Why should you two not be seen together?
I'm married, all right? I'm in the process of getting a divorce, which I deserve because my wife is seeing another man. But it's found that I'm seeing her only socially, I'll lose my case in court. So, once the divorce is all behind us, we can quit hiding it, which we've been trying to do, thanks to you.
You've been doing a very poor job of it, I'm afraid.
Some of us have emotions. Should sacrifice one of the damn solutions. And I don't think you know what the hell you're
You
doing.
know exactly what I'm doing, Colonel. I'm investigating the murder of Bruno Cassetti.
But it's not!
Aha! Then you do know who he is.
Yeah. Thank you.
What you did not know before they told you. And Colonel Armstrong was not your friend in the war. You did not save lives as you fought with the Indian Army in the northern frontier. You did not swear fidelity and friendship with this man by the time of your trial by fire together. And now, you do not give him the respect he deserves for all the tragedy and loss he had to endure before he took his own life. Listen here, honor or your goddamn justice! You've been telling me lies. No say pas. Everyone in this room has been telling me lie after lie and made no mistake. I know who killed Bruno Cassetti, and I know precisely how it was accomplished.
We're listening.
The facts of this case could not be more simple. Last evening, at 5 o'clock, this train left Istanbul on its way to Dubai with stops in between. And at approximately 12:30 last night, it ran into a snowdrift and was forced to stop. And at 10 o'clock this morning, Mr. Cassetti was found dead with 8 stab wounds in his chest. These are the facts. Say two, say three. However, these facts permit 2 possible solutions to the crime. Under the first solution, one of Cassetti's enemies boarded the train at Sofia and brought with him a wagon uniform, which he later put on. And then last night, using a pass key to enter Mr. Cassetti's compartment, he stabbed the man 8 times in the chest and then left through the door to Mrs. Hubbard's compartment.
That's what I've been telling you.
Here, here.
Well done, my friend. Solved the case, yes?
I did not get those. You've not finished yet, have you?
No, Princess, I have not finished. Just 2 unexpected events made the first solution possible. The first event was the snow, which forced the train to stop. It meant that the killer now had a very big problem. Where could he go? He could not get off at the next station because there was no next station. So unless the killer could fly, he must still be among us on this train. He must be one of you.
You said there were 2 unexpected events. We just can't wait to hear the
The second unexpected event was the discovery of a fragment of a letter that said, "Remember Little Daisy Armstrong." And from this fragment, we know that the killer was not some random enemy of Mr. Cassetti, but someone who came to avenge the death of a 5-year-old child. Am I being fair about this? Miss Debenham, what do you think?
I suppose so.
Excellent. Now with these facts in mind, the second solution took root. And little Riley would blossom upon this terrible injustice. The first clue leading to this solution appeared within an hour of my arrival at the When I learned there was not a single ticket left on the first-class coach of the Orient Express.
It's my trains. Never sold out at this time of year. That is ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Why was this train so suddenly full? But thanks to Madame, I had a berth on the train. And soon on the platform I met an astonishing company of actors.
What's your problem? I look forward to doing your job.
wonderful adventure.
A British dragon mirror of our lovely sea.
Great way, she will assist me on my trip to Paris.
I am not married, except to God Almighty who lives in heaven.
Russian, French, Hungarian, Swedish. What were all of these people doing on the same train? Something was amiss. It was like looking at the painting by Pablo Picasso. Over there is an eye, on top of the nose, behind the ear, and nothing was normal. Consider the moments in the corridor last night.
What is it?
There was a man in my room.
Where did he come from?
But, Madame, that's where I'm coming from, and I saw no. How is this possible?
And then came the murder itself. A businessman dies in a locked room with a torrent of almost unspeakable violence.
Dear God, it is awful!
Is his chest?
And then came time to inspect the body. And the Countess and I found not one, not two, but 8 stab wounds to the chest.
Perhaps the man changed hands when he stabbed. Or perhaps there were 2 assailants, one left-handed and right, one strong, one weak.
After that, I was offered a feast of clues. The open window, the wine, the gun, the match. Till one clue, of real importance, was at last discovered. The broken watch.
It stopped at 1:15. At last, it's the time of death.
But to me, the importance of the watch was not the time it told, but the place in which it was found. In Mr. Cassetti's pajama pocket. An unlikely place to keep a watch, don't you think? Do you sleep with your watch in your pajamas? Do you? Or you? Of course you do not. It would be uncomfortable, which led me to conclude that the watch was deliberately placed there in order to make me think that the time of death was 1:15. A time when everyone on the train has an alibi, when in reality, the murder did not occur until after 2 o'clock, when absolutely no one has an alibi.
You know, I don't think we need to be subjected to this kind of performance in front of all.
Sit down, Mrs. Hopper. As for who actually committed the murder, the second real clue was found on the floor of the body. The handkerchief with the letter H in its fabric. And I now return it to its rightful owner, Princess Natalia Dragon.
Why would that be mine? Because the letter H on it. My initials are N-D.
Except that in Russian, in the Cyrillic alphabet, the letter N is written to appear like the letter H in English.
Thank you, English.
And that proves the most puzzling occurrence of the entire case. As some of you will recall, I was speaking with the Colonel and Mrs. Hubbard, and suddenly there was a scream in the gunshots. But this was no ordinary scream and gunshot. My friends, this was a fabrication so fantastic and elaborate that for a moment even I was confused. Mary! Within moments of seeing Miss Debenham on the floor, I knew it was all a sham, a performance. How could a man standing only a few feet away really graze the victim in the arm, eh? And why would I find a powder burn on the sleeve of the blouse where the bullet entered? Because she fired the bullet herself and then dropped the gun and fell to the floor.
Nonsense.
It has to be crazy.
Exactly. Crazy, that or committed totally to a course of action that meant everything to you. 4 people on this train were friends or family of Daisy Armstrong. Do you not find this incredible?
My father brought the case against that son of a bitch.
This grandmother was my dearest friend.
Know who this woman is. I can imagine that she's still suffering from the loss of her niece.
If there were 4, could there not be 6 or 8? Could Miss Debenham not have been young Daisy's governess at the time of the kidnapping?
I lived with a family for about a year. I'm a governess.
And Greta Olson, who's been a baby nurse for years, maybe not suppose that she was Daisy's nurse on Long Island.
I'm a missionary and I work in Africa with the little babies.
As for Michelle, it struck me from the beginning that a scheme like this could not be accomplished without someone on the inside. Let's say a conductor who could come and go as he pleased. And then I recalled that the maid Suzanne who took her own life was from Paris, like Michel. And I wondered if this unfortunate girl was not Michel's daughter, who went to work in America. And that leaves one last passenger who is not accounted for. Leaves Mrs. Hubbard, who has certainly turned in the finest performance of the evening. It is not hard to see that she is an actress by profession, the grandmother of Daisy Armstrong, the great Linda Arden, who has dazzled so many audiences during her distinguished career.
I am Miss Helen Caroline Peabody Wilson Van Pelt Hubbard from the beautiful Garden State of Alabama.
Mrs. Hubbard, I salute you and assume that you masterminded the scheme from the beginning.
Is this true?
So, in the end, the murder was committed. There were 8 stabbings, some strong, some weak, some right-handed, some left-handed. And there were 8 killers. You planned it together, you killed together, and in the name of justice, you played God together.
For that little girl!
My daughter, you pig!
For Charles.
For Daisy.
For little Daisy.
For my father!
My darling Daisy.
For my grandchild!
And now, my friends, what am I to do? It cannot be long until the Yugoslavian police arrive, at which time I must tell them the truth. No say what?
The truth. Of course. About the second conductor. Anything else would be a complete injustice.
On the contrary, it is the only justice. Under the law, if you commit a murder, you must pay the price.
What you say you committed the murder?
Did that give you a right to kill him?
Of course he did. He killed 5 people for some damn ransom money, and he would have done it again. So now, it's just be your time to turn around and leave us all.
No, it is not. It is not that time. Not once in my life have I turned my back on the law. Do you understand that, Colonel? The law must be obeyed, or we become barbarians. It is 1934. Europe is changing, and there will be chaos. There will be nothing left of us, and we'll have to start again. I cannot support this. I cannot agree to this.
But the man was a monster, Monsieur Corbin. You know he was.
But I cannot just...
May a humble actress speak her piece? My dearest friend. Monsieur Perrault, we are in your hands, and we acknowledge it. But would you really have preferred if Bruno Cassetti had gotten away scot-free? Would that be the kind of justice you were after? Look at it this way. You have a complete solution staring you in the face. You have the button. You have the uniform. You have 3 reliable witnesses who saw a man in the corridor last night, and surely you're not calling us all liars. Because if you did that, there would be months of trials. Lives would be damaged more than they have been already, and a great many people would have to relive the most terrible moment in all of their lives, more terrible than they would have to ever. Is that what you want? Examine
Tell us what you want.
Oh, Anya, you've put me to the test and I'm deeply troubled. Madam Luke, my friend, you're the director of the library. What do you say we should do?
In my opinion, I believe that the first solution you put forward is entirely correct. A deadly intruder dressed as a train commander. I believe that's the story you should tell the police.
Our Lord, my friends, may you all go with God. And I hope that He gives you the strength that you need in order to get on with your lives.
The crews, they've arrived. They're here to save us. The train is flying.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Hello, man. Thank you so much. Okay, do you see them?
Yes, I do. I told you we'd be all right. You know, Burrow, you're not bad.
Monsieur Perot. He's gone.
Gone where?
And so, the case was over at last. Passengers went their separate ways. I've learned since that time that Greta Olson did in fact get down for the first time, as it turned out. And she did work for the children and saved many lives. Colonel and Miss Devonhead were married in a quiet ceremony in St. James Square. Monsieur McQueen turned to his business, and this time he was the one giving the orders. Michelle returned to his trains and continued to have nightmares about Mrs. Hudson. Countess. Last, back to her husband. Princess. Italian dragon left us for the great beyond. Madame Luke and I have remained good friends. Mrs. Hubbard, the great Linda Arnold, has recently returned to the stage with a musical entitled No, No, Nanette, in which she searches for Michelle in the audience. In the meanwhile, I beg of you to believe that I wish all of them, and I hope that they prosper until the end of their days. But at night, in the darkness, when I am all alone, I ask myself again and again if this was justice. If I did the right thing. It is on many such nights that it's not until morning